Hi, hello, and a very good day to everyone here, especially to our esteemed guest, the head of English Language and Literature Department, Dr. Hasima Binti Jafar, and our ever so beautiful speaker, Miss Jean Simon Harry. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021. I, Shahira Habibullah, will be your MC for today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for spending your precious weekend with us today. Before we proceed to the agenda of the day, let us begin our beautiful afternoon with a prayer recitation. Without further ado, please welcome our friend Muhammad Nukman bin Madrozi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Hamda wa ni'mahu yukafi mazida. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Ya Allah ya Rahim, praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, and for those who follow his example till the judgment day. Allahumma ya Allah. On this blessing afternoon, in conjunction with the closing ceremony of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021, we beseech thee and grateful towards you in favor of all the infinite blessing to us, your humble servant, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessing for a flawless progress of this event from the beginning till the end. We seek your guidance to steer clear of events that would be detrimental the progress of the event. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you so much for the prayer recitation, Muhammad Nukman. It is in our greatest hope that not only will our evening be showered with blessings, but also for the ceremony to run smoothly. Before we continue, let us sing our university song, Ibu Kandung Suluh Budiman, as well as our ELS song, Grow as One.
Ibu kandung suluh budiman, oh budi malam gelap, bina budi penyebar tekad, pancaran semangat wajah. Ibu kandung suluh budiman, ibu pujaan kami, yang berjasa pada masyarakat, hidup gagah berani. Ibu kandung suluh budiman, berikanlah sumpah sumbangsi dan suci. Selagi hayat di kandung badan, kami tetap berbakti. Selagi hayat di kandung badan, kami tetap berbakti.
Moments of treasure, saving our heart. Right here together, we have each other. Every strength we take, every change we make. Hold hands, together we grow as one. We stand together as always before. Educate, captivate, together we grow as one. With you, be as I today.
ladies and gentlemen. Let us now welcome the head of English Language and Literature Department, Dr. Hasima binti Ja'far, to officiate the closing ceremony.
Okay, thank you, Shahira. And I know Lingis or Lingo, you are here and you'll be moderating the event today. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. Is Mr. Hadi here? Is Mr. Hadi here? No.
No, Doctor. No.
Okay, so he has done a lot for you actually. I can see that. And to our own distinguished speaker, Ms. Jean Seymour Harry, the hardworking and very capable members of ELS, participants, and wonderful viewers. Now, first of all, a big thank you to ELS for inviting me to grace the closing ceremony of the innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge, which is our event for today. Okay, let us give a big round of applause to the Public Relation and Community Service Department for coming up with this event, which aims to spread the awareness about the need to recycle our waste, not only amongst our TESOL students, but the community at large. I was informed that this is one of the last events organized for this semester by ELS, despite the fact that we are at the end of our semester and you, okay, all of you, I know you have to complete and submit your assignments and deal with your final assessment. The extremely hardworking ELS committee has managed to pull off the inspiring program to persuade everyone, all of us, and the community at large to go green and protect our Mother Nature, our Earth. Now, the ELS never fails to impress me. Okay, you have come up with very interesting activities to ensure that the objectives which you have planned when you first take office are upheld and your proposed events are organized accordingly. Now, this program is yet another exception, combining exhilarating activities with the theme being eco-friendly is a brilliant initiative to encourage our younger generation to cycle waste. We all know that issues involving indiscriminate disposal of waste and excessive disposal of it is nothing new to us. Ecologists and scientists alike have been searching, looking for ways to curb this quandary or problem. According to a research conducted by the Malaysian Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, over 20,000 tons of waste are produced each day in Malaysia, and less than 5% of the waste is being recycled. Our Earth is suffocating. It is in dire need of our help to overcome this crisis. We are the guilty ones. We are responsible for the sizable amount of waste produced by the community. Hence, we are the ones responsible for managing our waste, and we should be the ones to come up with the solutions to overcome this domineering problem. It is indeed difficult for us to totally get rid of all the waste we produce. But by taking little steps, one at a time, I believe we could reduce the amount of waste which we disposed of. Time and time again, we have been advised to recycle. Hence, I hope we feel responsible of our act and the spirit of protecting Earth does not end here. It is my wish that we are forever obliged to protect our Mother Nature, and we will continuously take measures to practice what we preach and to walk our talk. Now, I can go on talking about appropriate ways of disposing our waste, but I would rather let you people to ponder and decide for yourselves What are the little yet significant steps you take to help preserve Mother Nature? Okay. Now, I am not going to speak so long, but before I end my speech, I'd like to inform all of you that my tenure as the head of department of the English Language and Literature Department ends on 30th June 2021. Now, throughout my tenure as the HOD from 2017 until this very day, I feel very privileged, really privileged to get to know all of you. Now, time and time again, the ELS has showcased what it is made up of. I'm very seriously saying this from the bottom of my heart. Okay? Now, there are always capable, competent, and skilled individuals to lead, and there are always subservient ones to follow diligently. Now, that is a great thing. Okay? Your capabilities are pronounced. We can see that you are good at organizing events, you are good at doing everything. Okay? But I hope that all of you will take part in national and international level competitions. Why? Because when you take part in these competitions, you are actually assessing your true potentials. Okay? Your participation in such competitions and your victory in securing any title, however big or however small it is, will be excellent for your curriculum vitae or your CV. Okay? Apart from that, please, I beg you, attend the DELL Town Hall, which will take place on 29 of June 2021, Tuesday next week, just one day before I step down. Okay? Now, it's at 3 p.m. We will talk about the teaching and learning process during this movement control order, MCO, and eventually we will talk about your final assessment. I will be there, the dean will be there, as well as all the coordinators, the coordinator of the diploma in English, the coordinator of the TESOL program, and the coordinator of the postgraduate program. We will all be there for you. Now, why do we have this program? Because it will offer you with the avenue to tell us your problems, the issues that you are facing, and how we can help you during this MCO. There are reports after reports saying that students, parents, everybody are going through hell. Why? Because it is affecting them psychologically, it is affecting their pockets, it is affecting a lot of things. I've got a student who from Sabah, yeah, who actually had a problem, very massive problem, in the sense that her father was retrenched, and then the sister who is supporting her is retrenched, and she has to move to KK, Kota Kinabalu. She lived in her uncle's house alone. Why? Because her uncle worked elsewhere. Okay, now she has to go there on her own, and she has no money. She only used her scholarship to survive. With the sister who has been sponsoring her out of job, she doesn't even have enough money to buy data. Now talk to us. We want to know. Don't be shy. Okay? I am there for you. Everybody is there for you. You are not alone. So please, 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 do not miss the Department of English Language, DELL Town Hall, that will take place next week on the 29th of June. That is on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Please take that opportunity to tell us. Seek help from us. We are there for you. We love you so much. We want you to be there. We are there. If we can make time, you should also be able to make time. Okay? So, beloved students, with regards to this very event, thank you again for inviting me. I would like to congratulate the organizer for the hard work and dedication. In addition, I also like to wish all the best to the participants who have participated in this challenge. I believe you have all done your best, regardless of whatever result that will be announced today. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
We would like to thank Dr. Hasima binti Jafar for such an inspiring speech and for giving us support for this event. Now, let us jump to the main agenda of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, the innovative eco-friendly closing ceremony is held to celebrate the winners of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021, which was held from the 20th till 26th of June. In this ceremony, we have also aimed to spread awareness in preserving our Mother Earth through the voice of our Miss Earth Malaysia. It is the only beauty pageant in Malaysia that has the focus on educating and empowering women as well as others on the knowledge of natural beauty, sustainability, and ecotourism. Therefore, we have invited a very special guest, Miss Jean Seymour Harry, one of the contenders in Miss Earth Malaysia 2017, to share her knowledge on the concept of eco-friendly. To continue, I would like to invite our moderator for the program, Lingeswari Manikam, an individual who believes that our connection with nature is crucial to add positivity to our life. She strongly believes that it is our responsibility as God's creation to maintain as well as care for the environment. Without further ado, Lingu, the floor is yours.
Thank you to our beautiful MC Shahira. Hello and a very good day to our wonderful participants and viewers. I, Lingeshwari Manikam, will be your moderator for today. Before proceeding, I would like to apologize in advance for any technical issues that may occur from my side. Here we have our very own Miss Jean Seymour with us to share her knowledge and experience as the Miss Malaysia Earth Eco Beauty 2017. Allow me to take just a bit of pride as a fellow ex-council member here. All right, without further ado, let me introduce all of you to this gorgeous speaker of ours. Miss Jean Seymour, the Miss Malaysia Earth Eco Beauty 2017, is a final year PESL student at UPSI, hailing from Sarawak. Just like Sarawak, Miss Jean is an ebullient gem. We have heard of people practicing the 3 hours, but Miss Jean here practices 5 hours instead. And pardon me for being quite shallow because I have always lived in the 3 hours bubble, which are the reuse, reduce, and recycle, and the 5 hours being rethink, reuse, recycle, and respect genuinely was a new insight for me. With that, welcome Miss Jean. It is an honor to have you here. So, would you like to say a few words of your 5-hour practice?
Okay, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, all right. First of all, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you for making this event. And also thank you for having me. So basically, 5 R's is that, okay, you know what 3 R's is, right? We have reduce, reuse, and recycle. That's basic. So, and for me, it's not just 3 R's, but 5 R's instead. So the other 2 being rethink. Now, as a civilized society, we should be able to rethink every decisions that will affect our environment. So before throwing away items that you think that is unwanted, first ask yourself, do I really need this? Is it reusable? Is it recyclable? Basically, self-check is very important. All right. The second R, which is respect. Well, like us, Mother Earth also deserves to be respected, right? I mean, she has provided a lot for us, and the least that we can do is to love and appreciate her. So we owe that to her. So that is another 2R for me, which is rethink and respect, other than the 3 R's.
True, actually very true. But just a bit of a question here, Miss Chin. When I was looking for the 5 R's myself the other day, I did find 2 other different 2 Rs, additional 2 Rs, such as reevaluate, reform, and replace.
Repurpose.
Yes.
There's
So
a
my
lot.
question is, are the 2 Rs, additional 2 Rs that we want to follow, is based on our own individual preference? For example, that suits our individuality, or it's general, or it's how does this work? This 5R.
It all depends on you. Like, what do you think 5R really means to you? You can actually, like you said, you find a lot of 5Rs. What does it mean, right? It can be mean repurpose or anything that suits your, how to say, your intent. Okay, your intention to the earth, basically. Yeah. So it's
All
more
right.
to like
Okay.
personal preference. Yeah.
All right, all right. So thank you so much for joining us today again. And I'm sure the participants are excited to learn from you. Without wasting any more time, let's kickstart our session.
Hey.
Now, I'm sure all of us here today have a certain perception of what eco-friendly is. And if asked, our first thought would be to prevent climate change, perhaps, or to reduce pollution, or to recycle, or to use reusable materials, right? And even though it is true to an extent, honestly, people sometimes overlook the true essence of being eco-friendly. And practicing the R, no matter it's 3 Rs or 5 Rs, doesn't really mean that the world will be many times cleaner. And this leads to our very first question. In your perspective, Ms. Jean, what does the term eco-friendly mean?
Okay. The term eco-friendly is literally everywhere now. It's on your food, your clothes, even on your houses. I mean, like the new houses. Now, it can be quite confusing to know what its true meaning is. To be honest, when you have like a little knowledge about what is eco-friendly, you will think that you are practicing it. Because I have people coming up to me saying that, Jean, you are such an eco-friendly person. And I was like, why? And then we're like, oh, because you use stainless steel straw, bring your own bag for grocery shopping. And no, I am not saying this is wrong. Yes, it is being eco-friendly, but to be honest, it is so much more than that. Because being eco-friendly goes far beyond by turning off the lights when you leave the room or separating your garbage for recycling. It is about changing the purpose of how you live. So now I think there's two things that you need to know to understand the term eco-friendly. So first of all, of course, it's to develop an eco-friendly habit. Um, to help you use less and make the most of what you have. So basically, just practice examples that I just told you just now, like
Mhm,
using stainless steel straw, turn off the lights, and so forth. And for the second one, product qualifications. I think it's very hard to find products that is very, very eco-friendly because it's quite, how to say, hassle to make products that is environmental and human safety in mind. I mean, like to keep that in mind, you know. So at minimum, the product is non-toxic, I would say. So
mhm,
as a consumer, we should always check the ingredients, the products that we
mhm,
buy. So make sure that includes the, how to say, use of sustainably grown or raised ingredients.
mhm,
Meaning that it is produced in a ways that it doesn't deplete the ecosystem. Like for instance, look for products that says made from recycled items or recycled
mhm,
materials. So we know what is recycled items, right? Which is glass, wood, metal, or plastic, right? Reclaimed from, how to say, waste materials and made into
mhm,
something new, right? So the simplest way
mhm,
to define how to say, what being eco-friendly means is to say that the act of living with intent. So your intention is very,
mhm,
very important because just focus on your intention of not creating harm to environment and to prevent as much harm from occurring to the environment through your interactions with it. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Actually, I've seen people, not all, actually just preaching about eco-friendliness, but actually, doing something that could actually harm the environment. Perhaps, just it can be quite hypocritical if you were to, you know, preach about it, but not to practice it. Just like Dean said. All right, there was a new perspective obviously. And also, just like you mentioned, it is also the thing that I've noticed recently that youth, especially nowadays, are very aware of this issue of eco-friendliness and how it is extremely important to our environment and whatnot. And I'm so glad they're consistently doing their own part to spread, say, awareness to people, youths just like us. And if you are watching this live, I'm so much grateful for you. Everybody is. All right. With that being said, Miss Jean, do you think people lack awareness about being eco-friendly? Yeah.
Um, I would say yes and no, but I'm leaning more towards the no because, like you said just now, people are more aware, they're more educated and informed. But I think there is still a long way to go towards shifting the status quo way because we live in Malaysia. So
True, true.
why I say no is because we've been taught to save the earth from a very young age. I mean,
Mhm,
even though it might be not directly, but still we have
mhm.
campaigns at school, right? Now we have webinars, talks, and the news about the climate crisis is very, very alarming nowadays. So to say that people are lack awareness, I don't think that's the right word because we are aware. I think we can say
Yeah.
that these people lack knowledge, or is it
Mm,
safe to say that they just don't care about what's happening with the environment right now?
very
Right.
true. Just
So,
like
but
just like I said,
mm,
they preach a lot, but it's just nothing is happening. It's just
yes,
there. Just continue, Miss Jean. You were about to say something. Sorry. I'm.
it's okay. No, go ahead. So yeah, like you said, they don't practice it. I think.
Mm,
Okay, let's talk about being eco-friendly. I think they don't practice it because I think it will cost them more than their
mm,
typical, how to say, environmentally harmful activities. Because, okay,
mhm,
it's true that some of the environmental friendly products are quite expensive.
true.
But just think about it, okay? Just like I think people are simply, how to say, unaware of the economic benefits of going green. And I think this lack of knowledge makes consumers unwilling to make decisions that they perceive will cost them more money. And I think, other than that, lack of education and knowledge, I think also impacts the way people see environmental issues in general, because many people feel that caring for an environment is not their responsibility, and they might think that the threats of climate change is not real enough to impact them in their personal lives. That's why they just don't care about the earth, I guess. And just I mean, don't get me started on the political sides of it. So yeah, I think lack of
True.
knowledge instead of lack of awareness. Yeah.
It's. I think it's. I wouldn't say unsafe, but it's quite safe to say that the political people and from the higher ups, as much as we care, they don't care at all, and that contributes to probably I'd say about 70% of the environmental issues that's going on nowadays. But that's very true. I do agree with you. People not really lack knowledge of it, but awareness, but maybe the knowledge per se. All right, Miss Jean. Thank you for that. And on to another question. Have you ever recycled your stuff? If so, how do you recycle, and what kind of stuff do you recycle normally?
All right. Let's see. To be honest, I
Mm,
don't recycle much because I usually practice the 2 R's more, which are reduce and
mm,
reuse. Because recycling, if you look up to it, it can still produce waste and pollution. So I don't mean that recycling is a bad thing, but it's the least thing that I would do. But I mean, at home, I do practice recycling, like using old clothes as a rag to wipe my table and whatnot. Use plastic bag reusing plastic bags as trash bin liners. Like any other Asian families, we do keep the ice cream containers. Yeah, for us to put our fishes or chicken, and also collect choco jars containers and put like dry groceries instead of buying new jars. So yeah, I think that is like one like small actions for me.
sure. Honestly, if you think about it, our Asian households, we somehow we do practice the 2 R's, reusing, recycling, and reducing. Like my mom won't let, for example, if my shirt has become old, she won't really throw it out. She'll just use it as a rag, and I'll be like, you can just throw it out. But it's very true actually. And also, Jean, how this is another thing. You did say that you don't really practice recycling. It's the least that you practice. But if you were to promote recycling to people who have not started, how would you do so?
Hmm. Okay. To be honest, like I said just now, you can start small, meaning you can start at your own home. And I think you are already doing it without you realizing it. But yeah, if you want to be more serious about it, I suggest you do a lot of research, because the more research that you do, the more aware that you care. I mean, like, the more aware of you, of our environment, and the more you care, and you just want to do everything in your power to save the earth. So yeah, do a lot of research, because so that you can do an effective recycling instead. So just be aware of what you can and cannot recycle, because sometimes we think that that thing can be recycled, but it's actually you can't really recycle it. Like, for instance, for plastic, we can only recycle it once, and that's it, and it'll end up in the landfills, in the ocean, threatening the marine life. It's everywhere. I think that's why, let's go back to our that's why it's important to reduce first, then recycle. Or what you can do is read up on your local recycling guide, because sometimes it can be recycled here, it can be recycled there, stuff like that. So you can start there, or you can start reading up, how to say, on the importance of recycling, so that it can help you to become how to say, a more eco-friendly person. Yeah.
So, all right. So, based on what you say, it's better to start with reducing, and then just proceeding to recycle. And like Machine said, recycling do has to follow certain things. If the things can, if any stuffs could be recycled or not. So, guys, please do your research before you proceed on recycling. Although it's eco-friendly. All right. And that brings us to another question. Now, this is on thrift shopping, a trendy thing that's going, you know, among youngsters these days. And what are your thoughts on it? Is it similar to being eco-friendly?
Okay, my thoughts on it. You know the phrases "one man's
Yeah.
trash is another man's
Yeah.
treasure." Yeah, it's exactly that. I mean, thrift shopping, I love it because, okay, I used to spend hours thrifting with my friends back in KL and even in Tanjung Bali too.
Sure.
I mean, come on,
Yeah.
some of the clothes, shoes, bags are really cute and it's cheap, right? I mean, who don't want that? And then
Yeah.
some of them are even, how to say, limited edition. So to answer your question, it is similar to being eco-friendly because and I support it because it helps the environment. Shopping in thrift stores is a significantly more sustainable way to shop because when you choose secondhand instead of fast fashion, it decreases the demand and as a result causes less pollution. Okay, I'm just simplifying this for you. Because when you reuse or recycle clothes, you're decreasing the demand for production and encouraging, how to say, sustainable practices. And it may not seem like much, but every item that doesn't end up in landfills, we can count that as a win. So go ahead and thrift shop and make videos on TikTok because if you think about it, we can actually raise awareness, to by doing videos on TikTok. Like, what did
Actually,
you
very
thrift
true.
today? Yeah.
Actually, this is another thing that's been, I would say, a bit bothering. And sorry for if my dog is barking. I have seen, say, TikTok that people actually buy from thrift shops just to resell it on other online platforms. Do you think it's ethical, or it's more of like, it's like a strategical in a business way? Do you think so? How can we? Is it okay to do so? That's my question.
Mm, I'm pretty sure that they will resell it in a much higher price, right? And I don't think it's not really ethical in business world, but if okay, I think if they rework the pieces that they bought in thrift shop into a better ones, and maybe we can accept that, because I don't really have a definite answer to this because it all depends on you. If you think that it's worth buying, then go ahead. All right. But yeah, I think as long as they buy it in thrift shop and they resell it, and if you buy it again, it's like a secondhand thing. I think it's okay. Like I said, it's personal preference. If you think that you want to buy it, if you think it's worth buying, sure. But I know that it's not ethical in business, I think. Yeah,
All
that's my
right.
take on it. Yeah.
Because yeah, like you said, it definitely is personal preference. I also have to agree to you that especially from larger corporations who have to produce garments and whatnot, they don't really supply it back to they kind of like just throw whatever extras or anything to the landfills, which also contributes to environmental pollutions, right? So please practice thrift shopping if you can. And yes, I also miss going to thrift shopping with my friends in Tanjung Malim. Tanjung Malim really has really good thrift shops. And if you are in Tanjung Malim, guys, please go ahead. I'm not sure
Go
if it's open in the
ahead.
MCO,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
have to try it. It's really cool. I would say that this thing that I'm wearing is also thrifted. It's cheap and it's affordable, right? Okay, I guess we are at our last question.
Yes.
All right, Miss Jean, this is my favorite question because when we were doing restaurants, I had to be you, because just for the sake of it. And this question was asked, and I didn't know what to actually answer, and I felt very guilty because you definitely have your own answer, right? Okay, what was your aspiration when you joined the Miss Earth Malaysia competition in 2017?
Okay, this is like the real pageant question.
Yeah.
Let me just
All right.
stand straight and answer your question. Well, to be honest, I joined Miss Earth first, and
Mhm.
then I won second place, and I get to represent my state Sarawak to the national
Mhm.
level,
Mm.
Miss Earth Malaysia. So this is going to be so cliche. So my aspiration at that time was to win, of course, because I thought to myself, if I win this thing, I would have the platform for me to use my voice to raise awareness about my advocacy. But to be honest, winning the main title or not, if you're passionate about what you're doing, it doesn't matter. You will find a way to make it happen. Because although having a platform where everybody knows who you are, it would be so much easier in terms of collaborations and, of course, to raise awareness about the advocacy, about environment. Yeah. So basically, just to win at that time, because when you win, it'll be so much, how to say, you'll have a big platform and everyone knows you. It'll be so much easier, I would say. Yeah.
Very, very, very true. And honestly, right, every time I watch any beauty pageant competitions, I will always wait for that part where the host will ask the beauties, like, what does, inspire you to join this competition? And each of them would have a unique answer. And I believe that is same to you, right? And thank you for being honest, but just I want to ask another question. You're currently in education field and you're about to, graduate as a teacher.
Mhm.
You did say that you want to continue being teacher. So how would you raise awareness to your students or to your colleagues in school? What would you do?
Okay, I think with the students it'll be easier
Mhm.
because we can integrate that in their syllabus or maybe in the lessons, in one of the lessons.
Mhm.
I think as a whole, I mean, like it's a school. In a school, I think I can propose to the principal to do how to say a good no an eco friendly club or
Campaign.
something like
Okay,
that.
club.
I mean,
Yes.
we do have geography club and stuff like that.
Mm.
Maybe we can collaborate it with them, you
Mhm.
know, and maybe uh, ask them to practice 3 Rs in the class, like as the students to create a 3R section, 3R
Mm.
sections in the classroom. I think that is one of the many ways that I can do. Yeah.
Mm.
And of course, I would really encourage them to practice 3 Rs or anything related to environment, saving
Sure.
the environment. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. It's not only for Miss Jane, as to those whoever in the educational field, just play your part to raise awareness to the kids. All right, Miss Jane, it's a long 15 minutes, I believe. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. And as someone who wants to make a change for the sake of our Mother Earth, I assure you that your input today has tremendously inspired me and also to those who are watching to contribute, especially if you are a firm believer that any small changes will make a difference. I'm sure that all the participants and the viewers also feel the same way. Dear viewers, don't forget that your little contribution goes a long way for environment. It's not the end. keep doing so, keep doing whatever that you can to protect the environment. And there's so much more that we could discuss, but unfortunately time is not in our favor, and this is the end of our forum. Once again, thank you for being with us, Miss Jean, and special thanks to you for spending your Sunday with us to answer all our questions meticulously. It was an honor to have you here with us today. And before passing the floor to the MC, I just would like to say that refrain yourself from recycling your feelings towards your ex. Instead, practice recycling for a better cause. Thank you, and the floor is back to you, MC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lingo. I'm sure that the session was truly an eye opener to all of us because it definitely was for me. Once again, thank you so much, Miss Jean, for your wonderful inputs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now just a step away from the announcement of the winners for the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021. I am sure many of you are curious about what has been going on throughout the Awareness Week and maybe even those behind the curtains of this event. So, before all else, we present to you a video montage. Thank you, technical team, for the presentation. Now, the moment all of you have been waiting for is finally here. The announcement of the winners for the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021. In the span of 1 week, participants were required to create an item holder using recyclable items and attach the picture of the product with a description of it along with an awareness caption. The aim of this challenge was to raise awareness on how we can recycle various items around our home into something useful while indirectly saving the environment. There are 3 winners for this challenge who will be receiving these cash prizes. 20 ringgit for the second runner-up, 30 ringgit for the first runner-up, and finally 50 ringgit for the champion. I must mention that the judges did have a tough time having to choose only 3 winners since everyone's work of art was impressive in their own ways. Without further ado, I shall announce the winners of this challenge. Starting with the second runner-up of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge, this placing goes to Sam Pui Leng. Congratulations, Sam Pui Leng. Next, the first runner-up of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge goes to Murugan, son of Tirunavakarasu. Congratulations, Murugan. And the moment we have all been anticipating for. The champion of the Innovative Eco-Friendly Challenge 2021 is Rubashini, daughter of Gunasegaran. Congratulations, Rubashini. We would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners and participants for their incredible work. All of you did an amazing job. To those who did not win, do not feel bad or discouraged. All of you are winners to the environment and us. You have done a spectacular job in coming up with an innovative product using recyclable items. Remember that you have played your part in saving our environment. We are proud of all of you. Let us give a big round of applause to all the participants for their effort and love for nature. Before I move on to the end of this ceremony, I would like to remind the YouTube Live viewers that the attendance link has been pinned in the comment section. Please fill in the fill in the attendance form with the correct details. It will be open only for 30 minutes. Unfortunately, we have now reached the end of our innovative, eco-friendly closing ceremony, as well as our awareness week. Before we part ways, let us all strike a pose for the photography session. Everyone, please turn on your camera and give some poses. Technical team, you may take over.
Okay, on the count of three, um, we shall strike pose, okay? 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, freestyle. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much to the technical team. Before we bid goodbye, I would like to remind all the viewers to hit that like and subscribe button. Do watch our other videos, provide feedback, and drop your suggestions in the comment section. Stay tuned for our upcoming YouTube channel content. That is all from us. Once again, thank you so much to everyone who has joined us today, especially to our guest of honor and the beautiful Miss Jean Semo. This is Shahira Habibullah signing off. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jean.
All right, no worries. Thank you too for